see what I'm saying? There's a certain dynamic there that stimulates the well-being of the body and mind. It's holistic, it's organic, and that's where we want to, that's the direction, that's our path in terms of, everybody's on that path. The thing where we want to go is, in that terms of the healing curve, is to get ahead of the curve. So it's not a symptom-based model, as we know, like medicine is a symptom. We don't want to make it that. We want to make it something that allows us to change in the moment. Because once you do that, you're setting up to change in the moment and helping to grow and heal. So that's basically it. Let's try to, we always practice the walk. So when you're like this and you're lifting, just follow me around here, and walk around here, just feel that lift. Feel how it lifts you, feel the grip from yeah. Loosen it, yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's like lifting you and propelling you. You see what I'm saying? It like carries you.
Pushes me, but
It like lifts you and propels you. This is just the beginning of it. All right, here we go. You see, when you're lifting from here, when you're walking, feel it here, follow me. Feel the lift from here. It lifts you from right from the groin, right from the pubes. You feel that lift, and the head comes up. Yeah, like that. And it kind of propels you. You see? You know, you're feeling the chest, the heart of you lifting you, uplifting you. It makes things, it lightens the weight because what builds up this, you know, it's cumulative, you know, the stress load. I had to do this and I had to deal with that. And that adds weight. As soon as you do the posture and you lift from here, the pubes, down here, the pubic area, right here. This is the core of us, because you have the floor of the pelvis there. When you lift from there, it lights you up, you know what I mean? It's igniting that energy system, because then you'll be diaphragmatic, which, like you said,
You can practice that laying in a bed.
you can. But
Learning how to breathe through your abdomen.
standing is a little bit.
Yoga.
It takes a
Huh?
little.
Yoga.
I do it for singing.
It takes a little practice to get the standing and doing diaphragmatic breathing. But like I said, we're relearning, we're retraining muscle groups that normally we don't even think about, because these are muscles, all the intercostals. Yeah, that's better. Good. You see that lift now? Yeah, that lift, that it's uplifting. That's what helps convert the stress. See what I'm saying? We're converting the stress, or we're lightening the load. The more you lighten the load, the less. It's a quantitative thing, the less pain. Less stress load, less pain, less discomfort, less hurt. And what of course goes with that, of course, is allowing ourselves to rest, being okay with it. So we're not, when you're in a moment, you're not it's not a world of expectation, you know, where you need to do something, you know what I mean? You're not on a schedule, you're in the moment, and it's almost serendipitous, it's spontaneous, and you're just allowing yourself to feel that lift, you know what I mean? It's uplifting you. It comes to us naturally if we allow it to. So when you're in the posture, you're actually giving yourself license to allow yourself to feel that, right? Mm-hmm. But it comes to you on its own. The posture summons that energy. It's a calling, you know? It's a calling. And that's really critical to help us heal and change. That's the deal with the medical model, which doesn't change. It's a very static model, as we know. It's more symptom-based, kill pain. We don't want to do any of that. We want to help heal, but healing by growing and changing and trying to. It takes a little determination to say, I'm going to be in the moment. Wait a minute, I'm at the grocery store, or I had an appointment.
I say, back off, I'm in my moment.
Good, I like that, be in your moment, that's it. But I really think that empowers you in that. It might be a safeguard, just being in the moment, make your life feel safer, you know, when you're in the moment. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Next week, I'm gonna bring some music on board, and we'll do some more movement. We'll incorporate everything we're doing here with some additional movement. Any questions?
I've
No.
just got a thing, I go out walking every day and I was walking with my daughter not paying attention and all of a sudden I'm like, and stood up and I can actually breathe better when I stand up, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like. You see, it's in the moment. You're just walking with your daughter and you say, wait a minute, let me just, that's what I'm saying. This is an exercise that you can take anywhere because it's being spontaneous. You can be anywhere at any given moment and you're in RESTOBICS, the exercise of play. You know, that it's for you. You know what I mean? It individually empowers you. And that I love. It's not like taking a class and then, oh, I just took my class. Now I'm off to the next appointment, right? You know, that compartmentalized schedule world. No. When you're here in this, you drop all of that. So that's the other, one more thing. Drop it, tune in, turn on. Drop it. Anything and everything you think you're attached to, you think you need, drop it. Tune in. That's when you get into the posture, the lean, turn on, the breathing. The turn on is when you hit the diaphragmatic breathing.
If you breathe through
Drop
your
it,
lung, if
tune
you
in,
breathe through
turn
your
on.
abdomen, you open up all those lungs that you
I'm
haven't.
sorry?
I said, when you breathe through your abdomen, you open up the lungs that you haven't used for years.
Yes. Yes,
So you
yeah,
don't use the bottoms of your
agree.
lungs.
I got that. Yeah, you're right.
Most people,
That,
if you breathe from your
we
chest
we
up,
over, we, because you never,
Shallow.
no one's ever gonna go there except me, because that's what I'm doing, RESTOBICS, the exercise and play, and what I started this with combat vets. That's where it first started, back in the 80s, RESTOBICS, by the way. I set up a treatment program and showed them breathing and out of that, RESTOBICS grew out of that. Guys that, you know, been on a battlefield. But right now we're in times that are very stressful, right? This is so helpful to help turn that around. Drop it, tune in, turn on. Drop it. Anything and everything we think we're attached to. Tune in, we get into the posture, right? We lift, turn on, right? Drop it, tune in, yeah, turn on. You see when you lift that. You see when you stretch from there, you open up all those disc spaces. And it gives you that flexibility. Drop it, tune in, turn on. In the 60s, they had drop out, right? Drop out. I don't want you to drop out. We're here in this real world, right? We're gonna make it a better world. And posture, breathing makes us healthy, and therefore the world becomes a better world. If our world is better, the rest of the world